All right, let's dive right into today's explainer, where we're going to explore a completely holistic approach to mastering your financial environment. We're pulling from an incredibly diverse set of sources today to really bridge that gap between your internal mindset and your external financial reality.
To understand why this is just so absolutely crucial, we have to look at the current state of financial wellness. Did you know a staggering 60% of Americans are walking around feeling anxious about their finances? And here's the real kicker, that anxiety is largely driven by avoidance. Most people only check their accounts once a month, if they check them at all. Honestly, it's like trying to drive down the highway while only opening your eyes every 30 miles. No wonder it feels so stressful.
So, this brings us to one critical question to keep in the back of your mind as we go through everything from mindset to fraud protection today. Is your money managing you, or are you managing your money? When you only look at your finances in the rearview mirror, money dictates your mood, your choices, and your stress levels. Today, we're putting you back in the driver's seat.
Here's the quick roadmap for our explainer today. We're going to cover mindset and wealth rituals, the power of habit tracking, structuring regular money reviews, managing money without conflict, protecting against fraud, and lastly, audits and financial oversight. Let's get to it.
First step, Section 1, Mindset and Wealth Rituals, aligning your energy for abundance.
Let's kick things off with the more esoteric, energetic side of finance because, let's face it, how we feel about money directly impacts how we handle it. If you believe money is inherently scarce, your daily behaviors are going to reflect that fear. These 6 actionable manifestation rituals are actually designed to clear those blockages and shift your mindset from scarcity over to abundance. For instance, cleansing your front door with moon water or burning cinnamon smoke. These are age-old practices meant to literally invite prosperity into your physical space. And don't underestimate scent and sound. They're incredibly powerful psychological triggers. Playing frequencies like 888 Hz or using scents like rosemary and bay leaf can physically help shift your brain out of a stressed survival state right into a calm, focused state where you're ready to welcome and manage wealth.
Moving right along to Section 2, the power of habit tracking, building automatic financial behaviors.
Okay, so you've set the intention for abundance, right? But how do you actually make it happen in the real world? The secret here is habit tracking. It's the practice of recording behaviors to turn conscious effort into automatic neural pathways. The real trick is to start with small, 2-minute behaviors and track them every single day. Maybe it's just logging into your banking app while you drink your morning coffee, or actively choosing to skip that one impulse purchase. Over time, these daily check-ins create long visual streaks of success on your calendar or your tracking app. And those streaks, they keep you incredibly motivated. They give you this constant drip of dopamine and progress, even when big goals like paying off a mortgage or finally retiring feel miles away.
Next up is Section 3, Structuring Regular Money Reviews, moving from dread to simple maintenance.
So how do we put those tracking habits into play? Let's build a routine. Forget about that stressful end-of-the-month marathon where you realize you completely blew your budget. Instead, try a quick 15-minute weekly checklist. Pick one non-negotiable day, maybe a Sunday evening. Just check your balances, quickly review recent transactions, compare your spending against your plan, and look ahead at what bills are coming up. This bite-sized approach helps you spot spending leaks on Tuesday and plug them by Friday, way before they snowball into a massive problem. It really turns financial management into simple, painless hygiene. It's kind of like brushing your teeth.
A really fantastic way to organize that weekly spending is the highly effective 50-30-20 budget framework. 50% of your income goes straight to essential needs, 30% is for your wants and lifestyle, and 20% is strictly dedicated to savings or debt reduction. By checking in on these 3 buckets weekly, you get total clarity on where every single dollar is going, without ever feeling overly restricted.
All right, Section 4, Managing Money Without Conflict, Teamwork in Relational Finances.
Listen, if you share your life with someone, all the personal habits in the world won't save you if you aren't on the same page. A budget only works if you and your partner can actually talk about it without turning it into World War III. When married couples argue about money, they almost always fall into one of these toxic patterns. Maybe you've got the pursuer and withdrawer, where one person constantly nags about the budget and the other just completely shuts down. Or the parent and child dynamic, where one spouse is basically handing out an allowance. These fights, they are almost never actually about the math. They're about trust, control, security, and just wanting to feel heard.
To break these frustrating cycles, we literally have to rewire how we talk to each other. By shifting your language from toxic accusations over to team-focused statements, you start treating finances as a shared conversation instead of a recurring battle.
Instead of attacking their character with "you always waste money," try stating your own emotional reality. "I feel stressed when our spending goes beyond what we planned." See the difference there? It immediately lowers the defenses and invites your partner to tackle the problem with you rather than defending themselves against you.
Here's a super practical tip you can implement with your partner literally today. Set a spending threshold. Agree on a number, let's say $100. Any purchase under that amount, you don't even need to ask. But any purchase over that amount requires a quick team huddle first. Implementing this one simple rule completely removes the feeling that one spouse is constantly being surprised or left out of the loop, while still giving you both plenty of individual freedom. That brings us to Section 5, protecting against financial fraud, securing your wealth from external threats.
Okay, so you've aligned your mindset, built your daily habits, and unified your relationship. Now we have to play a little defense. You've worked incredibly hard for your money, now you have to protect it from bad actors. Scammers are getting super sophisticated, and you need to monitor for these common threats. Card not present fraud is when thieves buy things online using your stolen numbers. Skimming steals your data right at the gas pump. Account takeovers happen when hackers steal your login info, and phishing tricks you into handing over your details via fake, spammy texts or emails. Pure awareness of these tactics is absolutely your first line of defense.
And this is where those new habits of yours really pay off. Did you know fraudsters often make tiny test charges of just $1 or $2? They do this to see if a stolen card is actually active before they go out and buy a $2,000 laptop. But if you're doing your 15-minute weekly money review, you are definitely going to spot that weird $2 charge from a merchant you've never heard of. When you see it, contact your issuer immediately and place a fraud alert. Boom! You've just stopped a major theft before it even got off the ground.
Finally, we reach Section 6, Audits and Financial Oversight, ensuring long-term accuracy and strategic growth.
Now we're zooming out to the macro level of oversight, which is incredibly important if you're managing money that goes beyond just your personal household. Whether you're running a local PTA or a growing startup, using a strict checklist like this ensures everything is completely above board. Notice the built-in accountability here. Someone who doesn't sign the check should be the one reviewing the bank statements. Checks should require 2 signatures. It's not about lacking trust, It's just about creating an environment where errors and potential fraud are mathematically impossible to hide.
As your financial picture grows, the frequency of your deep dives really needs to keep pace. There's a great point from our source material here. Waiting until the end of a quarter to review financial statements often leaves business owners looking backward instead of ahead. Stepping up from quarterly to monthly financial reporting with the CPA gives you the agility to spot market trends, adjust to inflation, and make confident, proactive decisions in real time.
So, let's pull the whole shebang together into one clear timeline. This is the exact financial cadence required to completely master your money. Daily, you track your micro habits and protect your mindset. Weekly, you do a 15-minute budget huddle with your partner. Monthly, you review high-level reporting for your business or investments. And annually, you conduct a rigorous, comprehensive audit of your entire financial life.
I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought. If you implemented just one of these pillars today, how much richer would your life be tomorrow? Whether it's shifting your mindset with a simple scent, having a calm, structured conversation with your spouse, or just starting that 15-minute weekly review, start building your holistic money environment today. Take the wheel and watch your financial anxiety absolutely disappear.